Fortnite OG Season 8 was revealed yesterday, and Epic announced the return of the Marvel Avengers Endgame LTM after 7 years. Let's get into it. I'll also discuss future game modes Epic can bring back to OG. First off, let's talk about everything coming to OG Season 8 and when it will be released. Fortnite posted this on their social media, showing the brand new skins, old map changes, and weapons getting upgrades or downgrades, and cosmetics including a new wind umbrella. They are bringing back the pirate cannon into the game and ballers, which have not been seen since the Fortnite OG season in 2023. Hopefully the ballers are in their OG format and not the one from Chapter 3, which included battery fuel. The map will include the volcano, sunny steps, and lazy lagoon back into the game, and the block will not appear in this season as it has missed the landing again. If you remember just now in Season 7 OG, you may have seen that the block was in the water, but that was because Epic could not add it into the game. There was probably a few reasons why they couldn't, but we haven't gotten a full reason to why, so Epic Games are just deciding to add some lore by making it just be flooded in the water, but I think it's placed just near Pleasant Park, and there's a big shard of it inside one of the mountains. You can see the brand new OG Pass skins at the front, including a female hybrid, which had its pickaxe cosmetic leaked not long ago, a new black cart skin, which looks insane by the way, and it also has its lava claw pickaxe and pirate ship glider shown early in the files. And finally, in the middle, we have the brand new Luck skin. It does look alright, but they have done many remakes of this skin before, and in my opinion I think they should have done something like Sidewinder or even the Master Key skin instead. Yes, Lux was iconic because it was tier 100, but back then for me I felt like that this skin wasn't the greatest tier 100 we'd had, but then when I kind of used it later on I realised it was actually kind of good. The new victory umbrella does look really cool in this OG season. It has the pirate emblem on top with flames around it. However, they could have also done one with a custom sound like the palm tree one, but instead of doing the original sound, they could have done like a brand new sound. That would have been really cool. It mentions that some of the items will not return until later this season, and weapons like the heavy AK are getting updated to have lower rarities, and the infantry rifle is getting its higher epic and legendary versions, which will not have the projectile bullet drop on the weapon and will make it more hit scan. We will also see the return of the poison dart trap to the game, including the flintlock pistol and also the treasure map later on. I think the last time we saw the treasure map in the game must have been during the Uncharted update in Chapter 3 Season 1, so it's going to be good to see it back in the game. And they're also probably going to bring back the Marvel treasure chest to the game that did return with the OG Marvel LTM from Chapter 1 Season 8, which is coming back after 7 years. Epic put out a teaser which said, "Whatever it takes," and showed the bright bomber holding Captain America's shield, which is what we saw in the trailer back in 2019, which included Fishstick and other skins. They did post this yesterday and I'm really excited to see it come back. They also did another teaser there with the Raptor skin holding the Iron Man gauntlets, which was the exact same one that Epic posted in late April 2019. However, they reposted it today and put the same description, which said "whatever it takes." However, they got rid of the hashtag as well, which used to say Fortnite X Avengers. It also mentions at the top left that it is a crossover between Fortnite OG and Marvel, and this was also included in the newest teaser at the bottom of the image saying Fortnite OG X Marvel. There's a lot of hype around it just now, but there's also a lot of backlash, obviously because Epic recently laid off 1,000 employees. I didn't have a chance to make a video on it, but it's genuinely shocking what Epic have done recently, and I'm very sorry for everyone that was involved in the layoffs. There's been many videos on it, so you guys can go watch them because they go in way more detail than I would. But the LTM will release on April the 3rd, this Friday, and Fortnite Season 8 OG comes out on April the 1st, being April Fool's Day on the Wednesday, this week, which is literally in 2 days time. You can probably expect more teasers, like small snippets of gameplay for the season coming out soon, and as I'm editing this video, we just got another teaser about what items are coming to the Endgame LTM on April the 3rd. Fortnite put out on their socials, "This is the endgame. Or is it? We're bringing it back rebalanced and with some new loot pool additions. Jump into the Endgame LTM and defeat Thanos and the Chitauri on April the 3rd. In the picture we can see Captain America's shield, the Infinity Gauntlet, the Chitauri jetpack, Hawkeye's bow, the Infinity Stones, the Thor Stormbreaker, and the Chitauri laser rifle and energy launchers. However, we can also see some stuff from the Chapter 5 season for Marvel, which was Chapter 5 Season 4. We can see War Machine's auto turret, hover jets, and his arsenal, as well as Shuri's Black Panther claws, and Iron Man's flight kit and combat kit, which will all be coming to the LTM in OG. So it's going to be cool to see a refreshed loot pool into the game. Some people are kind of annoyed about this, but I kind of like the idea that we're getting Fortnite Chapter 5 mythics into Chapter 1. It's going to be a completely different kind of thing that we've never seen before. So it's going to be pretty fun. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of them adding Chapter 5 items from the Marvel season into the Chapter 1 OG mode. Obviously the Marvel LTM, Floor is Lava, and a bunch of other game modes. I'm going to talk about some just now. So we could get the return of Food Fight, like the original Food Fight, or even Food Fight Deep Fried, which is like Floor is Lava on Food Fight. It was a lot of fun back in the day, and I remember playing it and getting a few wins, and it was so much fun to play, because I really miss those kind of modes. Like when they got rid of Team Rumble, they scrapped it for Respawn Rumble. It's just not the same, it's not good at all, and I really hope that Epic do maybe think of bringing back Food Fight, because genuinely it's one of the more popular modes that people loved in Fortnite. Same goes for Air Royale. I have not heard about this mode in so long. I do remember playing it back in the day as well. It was kind of fun. You could fly about in the planes. You had like the rings you could go through, like with like the multipliers and stuff. It was just so much fun to play with friends, and I feel like if Epic do rework it and bring it back, it could do numbers. And even if Epic bring back 50v50, Team Rumble, or even some cool kind of mode to Fortnite OG, it could genuinely increase the player counts for Fortnite OG. I really think there's so much potential for Epic to do stuff like reworking all these LTMs, and even releasing ones that have not been out in so long. You know, we've not seen Solid Gold in ages, or even Score Royale, modes that people haven't heard about in so long. They didn't even do Going Green for St. Patrick's Day. Like, there's just so many modes that Epic have potential to do. I do get it though, with these layoffs, a lot of the OG team also got laid off, which were really working hard on the season, so this kind of may lack in the performance later on in the OG season. They could also do stuff like bring back Arena to Fortnite OG, as it did come out in Season 8, or even just a rank system, but I think Fortnite OG having Arena would be one of the best ideas that Epic Games could do, because Arena is genuinely like people's favourite modes. I loved playing Arena back in the day. But there's so much modes that Epic can do. I'm just having a scroll just now. So they're obviously doing the Marvel LTM, bringing back the Infinity Gauntlet, Captain America Shield, the Iron Man Gauntlets. They're going to bring back the other, like, the bosses. So there's, like, the two sides. You can be in the heroes or the boss, like, the evil side, like Thanos' army. So that would be kind of cool to see. Obviously, they're going to bring that back with the Marvel LTM, but there's going to be so much that Fortnite OG can do. And even Playground as well, that was being worked on for a wee bit, and then they kind of scrapped it, it looked like, because it's still not out yet. They could do modes like Slide, that's not been seen in many years. They could do One Shot, they could do Sniper Shootout. One Shot would be a really good one in my opinion. I think that would be fun with like hit scan snipers. It would just be so good, because a lot of the new snipers, even the old snipers, have bullet drop now, which isn't great. So I hope Epic do something good to Fortnite OG in the future to give it more variety, because if it's just the core modes, even like bringing back expert mode would be a good idea. You know, Epic just got rid of that, and I think it was OG Season 5. I feel like bringing back expert mode, like even this season in OG Season 7, they should have brought back expert mode, but I really hope Epic Games bring that back in OG Season 8, and hopefully the player count kind of split up, because sometimes there's like a lot of sweats in Fortnite OG, and maybe casual players don't want to run into sweats as much. So yeah, a lot of topics to talk about. If you guys want a video, just let me know, maybe after the season comes out. I'm probably going to make one maybe on the Marvel LTM. I've got a plan for that. So let me know if you guys want a video on that. Playing Fortnite OG Season 8. But not just that, playing the Marvel LTM after 7 years. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of quick video. Remember, Fortnite OG Season 8 comes out on April the 1st, and the Marvel LTM, which is the Endgame LTM, is coming back on Friday, which is on April the 3rd. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys then.